I'm rambling big time. This is like the definition of daily rambles. Boom. Hey guys, what's going on? We are going to try to beat the clock and see if I can tell you guys what's been going on the last couple days without my my camera shutting down on us. So right now I'm cooking, so that's what I'm actually looking at. Alright, so Greg and I are working on very, very little sleep over the last couple days because Tuesday night one of his sons called us, sent us a text message, and he was acting really strange, and he was like wanting to chit chat, and Greg is like, we have this phone on because we have the security system on at the other house, and we don't want you texting in the middle of the night. So he was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry, well, can I call you? And we're like, we just told you that we're sleeping. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Greg and I cannot go back to sleep, so we both got up. Then yesterday, Greg talked to him, and he was like, I don't know what your problem is, and he started acting like really weird, and I'm pretty sure he was drinking, and he's underage, and Greg, he asked Greg, he was like, why don't you come over and have a drink with me? Greg was like, what in the heck is wrong with you? So they were going back and forth, and he was talking like all kinds of weird stuff, like about football games and football teams and a cheese head, and it was really off the wall. And then last night at 11 o'clock, he calls, and Greg and I are already in bed. He calls and he says, I'm walking down the street, and he's like 40 minutes away from us. I'm walking down the street and I need a ride, and I'm leaving my girlfriend, and I'm just trying to do good things in life, and I'm just leaving her. And I'm like, you're seriously calling me at 11 o'clock? Like, seriously? Get a grip. So we went back to bed, and then at 3 o'clock, the phone rang again. So Greg was livid. Greg is the one that got up. And then Greg was getting upset, so I came out in the living room, and then Digger was getting upset, and then we went to bed, and we tried to go back to sleep, and before we went to bed, I took the phone off the hook, and then, we couldn't go to sleep. We decided to just get up at 4 o'clock, and just stay up. So Greg had breakfast, and I had breakfast. As soon as we got up, I did not put the phone on the hook for 3 minutes, and the phone rang, and it was my stepson. And I was just like, I can't do this. And he just said something like really off the wall. Greg didn't even respond to him, and he was like, I'm going, bye. And he hung up. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I don't know. I just know that I'm really tired, and I feel like crap, and I'm like feeling delusional and giddy and crazy right now, because you know how you start to get like that when you're like going on very little sleep? That is exactly how I feel right now. So that's kind of what's going on. But I have so much to do. It's snowing, and like mad snowing. I gotta show you guys this. It's like crazy. Look at all this snow we got. I mean, I know that this isn't that much compared to some of you guys, but this is a lot of snow. So I had to go to work today. I went to work, and I was like, I know that they're going to close work early, but let me go in and get some hours in, and then I'll just come home if they don't give us off. And then I started getting mad, because I'm like, seriously, you guys are going to close. And if I leave early, then I have to use my own personal time instead of them paying me because they closed the building. Luckily, because I was going to leave at 12:30, because I have lunch at 12:30 to 1:30, and I was like, well, I'll just leave. But luckily, they sent an email out at like 12 o'clock saying they were going to close at 12:30. I was like, yes! So I get paid for 4 hours, and I don't have to use any of my time. Thank goodness. So Greg is at the house, and he's doing all the things that he needs to do, and to get the house ready and prepped and all that kind of stuff. So I am rambling big time. This is like the definition of daily rambles. Boom. Alright, let me go charge this camera up, and I'll check back later. Bye! Hey, Dig. Corey said he's going to eat your food. No, that's what he said. He said, I'm going to eat all Digger's food. I think you should bite him, Dig.
No, don't bite me, Dig. I'm a good doggy.
Bite him.
No.
Get him.
I didn't do it. Mommy told me. I didn't do nothing.
Oh, is Corey messing with you, Digger? I know. My poor little baby. I understand
I'm
you.
just playing with you, Dig.
Hey, Digger. Hey,
Give him that side.
Dig, look.
Dig, Mom. Dig.
Guess what? Corey said he's going to pick you up.
No, I'm not.
That's what he said. Go get him, Dig. No, don't get me. Get him, Dig. Attack!
Don't attack me, puppy.
Hey, Dig. Corey said he said he's gonna get your mom. You don't care? Hey, Dig. He said he'll get your dad. He says, oh, it's my dad. Get him, Dig. Get him. Get him.
Oh, don't do this, please, Dig.
Hey. Corey said he wants to pick you up.
No, I don't.
That's what he said. He says, oh, Digger's so cute. I'm going to pick him up. No, not me. No.
He's mad at you, not me.
He's starting to eat that. Go see if you can feed him.
Come on, Dig.
Come on, buddies.
Hey, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I'm scared. I'm scared to touch you, Dig, because you're going to bite me. I see that. He's giving that.
I'm not talking to him no more. He come after me.
And what? I didn't. Gee.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to get down and do a couple videos for my main channel. But before I do, I'm actually really surprised. Somebody actually came to the house and asked if they could shovel the driveway for us. I'm like, what? I'm like, do you guys know that our driveway goes like all the way back? They were like, yeah, it's okay. I was like, well, what are you gonna charge? And she was like, $10 or $15. I'm like, well, which one is it, 10 or 15? She's like, 15. I was like, okay, cool. Greg and I are just really happy when somebody like offers to work and like do something to earn money. Like if you're gonna work for it, boom, cool, not a problem. It is still snowing, so what they do probably isn't gonna amount to a whole lot, but it at least gets it down so that instead of us shoveling like a foot of snow, it may only be like 3 inches of snow. It's not so bad. But yeah, I'm very happy. I love when people do that. We don't get that, like, ever. We've been here for like 15 years. People don't come around and ask. And these weren't like kids either. These are adults, a brother and sister. But I was like, yeah, cool. I called Greg. I'm like, oh my God, you won't believe somebody like actually stopped and asked to shovel the snow. That is so cool. Sometimes it's the little things. It's the little things. So I'm like, hey, I was going to go out there and do it, but Greg was like, no, don't worry about it. But they came by and they want to work. So it's not like it was dire that they did it. But if they're offering and they want to work for it, then get to work. Earn that money. Can't hate you. Cannot hate you for wanting to earn a buck. Not at all. Okay, so I just swept the sidewalk, which I don't even know if you guys can tell. Okay, that, and I have to get video because Greg is going to be like, I don't see it. Because by the time he gets home from the house, he's on his way now, but the snow is coming down so fast. He's going to be like, nobody did anything. So I have to show him this. See? Alright, you guys probably can't see this, but it goes way back here. And then there's my car. And then we got this. So it's like all clean, kind of. It doesn't look it, but trust me, it's clean. Looks pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Okay guys, so I'm back inside and it is so warm in the house. It feels so good in here. I have been rambling this whole video long, but you know, it's okay. It's all good. It is all good. Alright, so I told him, I said, come on by because Greg is on his way home, and by the time he gets home, you know, look, he may need some work at the new house. So if you guys come by and say that you do labor work, and Greg says, well, I'll pay you to come up and do like X amount of work for X amount of time or for so many days or whatever. I mean, I think he's still looking for people to like just do basic, easy stuff, like very basic. just labor work. So, I think he's going to stop by. Him and his sister, I don't know, they seem like boyfriend, girlfriend, but they said they're brother, sisters. So I don't know. But, you know, whatever. So, I'm just so impressed with their work ethic. Like, look, for real, people don't come around and, like, say, hey, you know, I want to do work. I'm willing to work. I want to work. People just don't. People just aren't like that anymore. So I don't know, but I'm waiting for Greg to get home. I'm gonna try to do maybe 1 or 2 videos for the main channel now. Hopefully I can get it done. I just seem to be having so many interruptions right now. So I don't know. No promises. But let's go see what we can get done. My hair is all wet. So I don't know what's going on. You probably can't even tell that they did any work. Look, I'm procrastinating. Oh, I can't. It's still like snowy, but there was a path there. My car's got to get cleaned off. But they were working. They said they're going to come back around, so we'll see. Hopefully they do, because it might actually end up being really good, and they could probably go to the other house and do some work. Both of them, maybe. So, I don't know.